At the February 22, 2012 Winnipeg City Council session, Councillor Harvey Smith introduced a motion to rescind the 20-cent Winnipeg Transit Fare Hike. It was met with questionable tactics aimed at stifling the motion from the democratic process by the original mover of the 20-cent fare increase. Council members supporting Harvey Smith's motion and a representative from the organizations against the 20-cent increase held a press conference to reiterate their opposition to the Winnipeg Transit Fare Hike.
The main thing here is we got issues with this 20-cent hike. Harvey and Ross, to their credit, have been out there trying to get some momentum to get that reversed. I agree with that goal. What I want to see is that we need a couple of people to change their minds on this as part of the budget process, and I think there's some momentum to do that.
But what happened is that one councillor moved that it be a notice of motion, which I think, in my opinion, is incorrect, because as it states in our procedural bylaws, automatic referral will happen if the appropriate information has not had a chance to vet itself or be considered at the appropriate standing policy committee. In this case, back in November, when we moved the motion, when council passed the motion to increase the 20 cents, it was done on the fly, and it wasn't done through the standing policy committee on infrastructure renewal and public works. So by virtue of that, it should have been an automatic referral, but unfortunately, council's decision today was to keep it as a notice of motion, and in my opinion, actually, in our opinion, to stifle the democratic process. So that was really unfortunate.
There was no announcement, there was nothing at all. It was just on the spur of the moment that Councillor Swindell put this forward. And the transit department weren't even consulted. It's just so wild.
This increase is just huge. Like, it may not sound like a lot of money, but for people who are living on the edge, nobody's getting a 10% increase in their wages. And that's actually the people I hear most frustrated from, and they're making phone calls. The workers, the people who work, can't show up at these meetings, right?
Ross and Harvey have done a great job of really leading this and helping to organize people, but I think people care about it already, and people are interested, and people contacted us saying, what are you going to do about this? This is going to affect me. I don't have an income. I can't afford an extra 20 cents on every bus fare. So it's coming from the people, and all the councillors here respond to people.
About 20% of the people in St. Vital use the bus, but I had a ton of people at the door saying, look, this is a problem. This thing just got walked on to the council floor, no public consultation. We're about to open this thing on April 8th, the bus rapid transit. We poured money into it. It looks great. I think it's going to be a big success. Here we're trying to encourage people to use the bus. So what do you do at that moment? You increase the bus fees arbitrarily by 10%. It just, to me, doesn't make any sense. It's contrary to what we're trying to do, which is get people to take the bus. And let's have a debate about where the next step of the rapid transit way should go. But for the short term, let's try and work together and get some momentum here to get the increase reversed. And I think the people of St. Vital, by and large, agreed with that and said, you know, even though I'm not a bus rider, this just seems to be counterproductive.